Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Beau's training. Today I'm going to go over all the same steps that I've been going over previously. So when working a green horse, young horse that hasn't been ridden in a long time, it's important to keep a routine with them, just so you're reassuring them each time you go in for work that they're doing the right thing, or that they're comfortable with all the things you're asking them to, comfortable with the gear. And then once you've done all that, you add in your next piece of gear or your next exercise. So today I'm going to be adding on to my previous work, getting Beau ready to have someone jumping up and down beside him. Maybe if he's handling it well, maybe jump over, lean over his back and just see how he goes. So let's get into it. What I like to do before I get up above my horse is I like to tap them all over their body, just because they're gonna feel maybe a bit weird, like I'm gonna be a bit Gumby, and you can see I'm just tapping him on his back and he's a bit, oh, what the heck? What the heck is this lady doing? Because we haven't done this before. So you can see he's got his ears on me, he's looking at me in the corner of his eyes, and he's a little bit unsure. So that just means I'm not going to go to the next step just yet, because he's not ready for it. So I'm just going to keep doing this, pitter-pattering, getting him used to that, and then I'll add on the next bits. It's important to do both sides as well, because when you do get up there, anything could happen. You want them to see you from both eyes, up above their head, so up here. Make sure you just get them as prepared as possible. Plenty of warning. Then I'm gonna lean over him like that. He's still not super keen. I'm gonna wave my hand. So he's looking away, being a little bit evasive. There. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And Beau's just looking at me like, what the heck are you doing, lady? Good boy. Good boy. And you can see he's still concerned, but he's starting to sort of look at me in the corner of his eye. So that's a little bit of progress, but I'm still not satisfied. I want him to be a lot calmer than that. So I'm just going to keep on doing this for now. So I'm making sure that I'm tapping down his neck, down his belly, under his belly, near his back legs, near his flank, because when I try to jump on, my leg's gonna flap about all there, and I don't want him to feel that for the first time when I'm putting my leg over. I'd rather him feel it now, so he's more prepared going into it. So I'm sort of leaning on him. You can see he puts his head up, both his ears are on me, his eyes on me. And if he wants to look at me there, oh, good boy. That's nice, we like that. Just to look at me, good boy, good boy. Little Beau's just thinking, okay, this lady's not so scary anymore. But I'm still he's not 100% sold on it. And he's looking at me in that other eye, he's smelling my hand. Good boy. Good boy. Hey? And that was really good. Really, really happy with that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish the session for now there, and I'm gonna come back to it in maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, 5 minutes. We'll see how long I wanna have a rest for, and then we'll start again. Alrighty, so we're back from our break, and we're just gonna go straight back into the same thing what we were doing before, just tapping him all over his body, getting him comfortable to that, and then just leaning over him a little bit. Hello. Hello. And Beau just looked at me from the other side, and he was like, what the heck is she doing? But he handled it well. Hello. Good boy. And he's just investigating me, being like, Mum, what the heck are you doing? Leaning over me like that, you weirdo. And there, he's pretty concerned there. So I'm not going to push it any further than this right now. And then I'm just going to step out, let him process that. So I don't want to keep leaning on him for ages and then sort of dare him to move off. I'd like him to be comfortable standing still with me wriggling all over him for now. So then I'm just gonna change sides. I'm leaning on him. Bit concerned there. He's kind of just shutting his little brain off and just going, if I just freeze. Oh, there we go. He's looked at me again. That's good. Hello. Good boy. Good boy, Bubba. Hi, you did so good. You did so good. Yes. Did so good. So I'm just going to keep doing this until he gets comfortable enough with it to move on to the next step. Might not be today. That's fine. I'll just keep on doing this until he's comfortable for me to go to the next thing. And yeah, it could take a day, could take a minute. Just takes the horse however long it takes the horse. And he's not too keen about this. He's just taken a step away. Oh, good boy. And you couldn't see, but he's just done a lick and chew. And he looked at me with his other eye. Good boy. So that was a big deal for Beau, but he handled it really calmly, which is nice. But because Beau has such a calm nature anyway, you got to look out for his little subtle signs that he's unsure, because just because they're calm and quiet like Beau doesn't mean they're going to be okay with everything. So you got to check in with him, make sure he's feeling all right. Big sigh, another little lick and chew, dropping head. That's what we like to see. Good boy. And then soon I'm probably going to start the jumping up and down, but I don't think I'm going to be jumping over his back today. And that's perfectly fine. I'm only doing what Beau's going to let me do and what he's going to be comfortable to do. Not only for my safety, but for his mind's health as well. Because if you push this now, you could make him pop. He could explode. And then you're probably in a lot of trouble with your horse, because then you got to teach him that everything's okay again. And I'd rather him not have a bad experience. So lean over, and I'm just going to jump once to start. Jump. Nice. And it might look a little bit dicky, but look, it doesn't matter. Jump. Little bit concerned. Jump. Jump. And he wants to look at me and he's like, what the heck is this crazy lady doing again? Nice. He's pretty good with that. And I've got my arm over his wither here, touching down his shoulder. Good boy. Good boy. He wants to have a little investigate of what crazy mama's doing. Hey. But yeah, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this so far. So I'm just going to do a few more and then I'll probably quit the session. Hey, darling. So back over. Nice. And that's the session today with Beau. This is as far as I'm going to go today. So what I'll do next time that I work with Beau is I'm just going to go through the same routine that I do every time. So start to finish, all the other videos that I've done, do all of that all over again. And then I'll do what I've done today. So the jumping up and down, the bounce, banging all over his body. And then until he gets comfortable with that, we won't move on to the next step. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video with Beau. Maybe found it a little bit helpful, and hopefully you want to keep following along our journey. See ya.